All right,
Hey
welcome.
everybody, welcome. We are at the bottom of the hour. Sorry, Rod, I usually the corporate update call. We're just going to not hold you up here very much on an introduction, but this gentleman, Mr. Rod Goodman, our Chief Marketing Officer, guys, what a great asset to the company, seven-figure earner in our industry, 25 years of experience, built huge companies from zero to tens of thousands of affiliates, responsible for tons and tons of success in other people. So what a pleasure, and how lucky we are, how blessed we are to have him here influencing all of our people and the whole company. And guys, just a pleasure to introduce Mr. Rod Goodman. Rod, go ahead.
Thank you, Kurt Enagaki. I appreciate you guys. I am so honored to be here, so blessed to be a part of My Fun Life. What an exciting time. It's just been a few months really into the pre-launch here of My Fun Life. We are still in the basement. We're still in the pre-launch stage, just kind of reflecting back what's happened here over the last few months. It was not too long ago that we were actually, as a corporate team, many of us spending weeks at a time up in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, in a beautiful home of Dan and Carrie Edwards as they shared the vision of My Fun Life with us. And we began to put this all together, and I just felt like we're kind of in the garage with Bill Gates designing the next Microsoft. And I hope you guys feel that sense of aura, that sense of excitement, that sense of possibility about My Fun Life. When we do our Fast Start training, we always talk about everything starts with dreaming big dreams. And I believe you're only going to be as successful as your dreams are big. And so, guys, we have big dreams. I think when Bill Gates started and he looked at what was happening in the PC industry or the PC world, that everybody might soon have a computer. Guys, we see similar possibilities and horizons in the mobile app space, the smartphones, and everybody going mobile, and these cool apps being able to communicate and offer products and services of extreme value to the marketplace, how easy they are to share. Just very, very excited about this marketplace, that we are really a pioneer, a frontier, embarking on this exciting frontier called My Fun Life. And we plan on bringing all kinds of apps to the marketplace that are going to help everyone have a funner life. That's why we call it My Fun Life. It's been many years in the making. Dan actually reserved the name myfunlife.com many years ago, anticipating the time when everything would come together and be right. And that time is now. So, guys, we're just so excited to be here. We got a lot to go announce tonight as we're still very much in the pre-launch here of My Fun Life. Talk about ground floor, guys. We're just getting started, and yet just had some breaking news today. Just want to kind of first start right here. I know Ron's going to talk a little bit about this in just a second, guys, but here it is. So third-party validation. This is MLM rankings, the best internet source for ranking MLMs and home business opportunities. So number one, My Fun Life, the number one gainer, almost by double the closest one to us. Guys, that's based on the same percentage increase from their last sampling period. I'm going to let Ron talk a little bit more about some of the things that are happening that are causing us to be ranked like this. But guys, that's third-party validation for a ground floor in the basement company here that really has just still firing up our engines. We're still putting the pieces of this puzzle together. You're seeing just some of the first pieces, and so it is requiring that you have some vision, you have some faith, and you have some belief in the future of this industry and the management team that's been put together and the leadership of Dan and Carrie Edwards of where this company is going. Guys, I can tell you that the sky is the limit. Our first app, our travel app, is, we've got some exciting announcements coming soon with the development of our apps. We are going to be a mobile app company, guys. All of our products are web-based right now. You can still access the travel deals here. Our first app is a travel app. The second app is going to be a health app. We've got other apps that are going to be rolling out over the next 5 years. We envision about 10 apps that will roll out and really be kind of just the beginning of what we believe our future could be, where we could be 20 or 30 years from now. It's hard to say where we could be because the world is changing so fast, and what's to say there might be some even bigger opportunities in this mobile app space in the next 5 years. But our goal right now is to have 10 apps in the next 5 years and to just to continue to build on this strong foundation we've got some big announcements to make, guys. I want to talk a little bit about the hot deals that we've been working on. This is actually now available in your back office. The deal has been available, but it's now our featured hot property of the month. This is the first of two. This is the Mayan Palace Riviera Maya in Cancun. Guys, this property goes for a two-bedroom suite goes for $799 a night. I think I've shown some of you the actual picture that came right off the check-in counter at the Mayan Palace Riviera. This is a 5-star resort. Guys, you can sleep 8 people on the beach there, and we're talking about a members-only price for a 2-bedroom suite. There's prime weeks still available at $399 per week. There's hotel rooms, there's 1-bedrooms, there's 2-bedrooms, and you can find this as you go through in the inventory in your back office and you do some search for September, October, November, December, almost every month, prime months throughout the winter, we've got these kind of deals available at not just the Mayan Palace Riviera, but similar deals at the Grand Mayan Riviera, a sister property that, again, is a 5-star resort. You can go Google these resorts and just see absolutely how amazing the properties are for members to be able to go in there. You can see the savings here of about $5,000 on one vacation. Guys, on a $21 membership, these kind of deals have never been made available at a membership price this low. I mean, typically our competitors charge tens of thousands of dollars, as much as $12,000 for a membership to access these types of properties because the savings can justify it. Now, you can spend $10,000 and use this a few times and get your money back. But guys, we wanted to go out there and do something exceptional and go out and market to the masses. And so this is the first sign of kind of the real value, the real deals that we're going to be bringing to the table. That just a couple of thousands of properties that we've got access to worldwide at up to 90% off. So we'll be featuring new properties as we go, but this flyer is available under in your back office. Let's just check it out here real quick, guys. Right here under Fun Condos tab, right in your back office. There it is. It's right here at the top. Check out our hot deal for this month. And there it is. There's your flyer. You can download a copy of this flyer. You could start getting them sent out to others and let them know of these incredible deals. All it simply says is that you need to be a member here for $21. Gain instant access to this and other and up to 90% discount on thousands of other 4- and 5-star properties worldwide. So guys, that's the first signs of kind of the real value that My Fun Life is going to be bringing to the table. In addition to our fun trips, we're getting ready to announce some cruises that are, I believe, priced below the $75 range. So stay tuned for some unbelievable cruise deals. More hot deals coming with our condos and our hot properties. We'll feature new properties each and every single month. But these are just a couple of incredible offers. I mean, what would that pay for a membership? What, for the next 10 years? Actually 20 years. So guys, you can use access to these properties over and over again. You can transfer them into somebody else's name. You can resell them to others. You own these weeks when you buy them, and you can send somebody on a honeymoon. You can use them as an incentive for a business. So this is just a great marketing tool in addition to our cha-ching cashback booking engine and our fun trips. Guys, our fun condos is really kind of our flagship product because in one trip you can save thousands of dollars and just makes our $21 priced app just kind of a no-brainer. So I want to talk a little bit about that. Another big announcement, guys, is our 3- and 7-day bonus that has come out. And I just want to talk a little bit about this bonus here. Let me go back here to my home page. Guys, this bonus, 3 and 7 days, is a $21 bonus, and it's a new club we're creating called the Fast Start Club. And we're going to have some some pins created and a kind of a whole club. It's going to have an aura about it so that everybody that gets started, you'll have this right now everybody has a chance to get into this Fast Start Club. Once we get going, it's going to have to be during your first 7 days. What we want everybody to do this week is kind of go out and be the pace setters and qualify for this 3 and 7 day bonus so that you can have that pin and you can be the pace setter for your team and for your group. And I know that maybe $21 doesn't seem like a big deal to, well, why do I really want to go out and get 3 people my first 7 days just so I get that $21 bonus? Well, if you're brand new, it's kind of cool to say you paid for your membership your first week, or you got your investment back in your new business within your first week, and maybe even your first 24 or 48 hours, as some people could go out and certainly sponsor people that quickly, especially when you see the value really in our first app here, our travel app, and we're going to continue to add to that. But here's what I'm putting together, guys. I'm actually putting together a fast track program, and this is also going to be called a MAP, or a master action plan. And I think people need to see a blueprint. Sometimes you don't, when you see the first stone, you don't see the mansion that's going to be built. When you see that first piece of the puzzle, you don't know what the picture really is. I think for you to appreciate why you need to get the 3 and 7 day bonus, why that's a big deal, why it's so important, is because it's that first brick of that mansion. It's the end result that you have to look for. It's the pace that you're going to set for your group, because duplication is everything. And how can you go out and teach other people to do something you haven't done yourself? And so if you want your group to grow at the pace of 3 and 7 days, it's important that you go out and establish that first, that you make it a big deal. Because if you can do it in 7 days, and guys, I'm talking 7 days, if you knew you could go out and build $1 million business in the next, let's say, 18 months, and in order to do that, you had to get 3 people in 7 days to spend 21 bucks on an app that's going to save them thousands of dollars. Is that a hard thing to do? What else are you going to do to build $1 million business? What would be the things that you would have to do? How many years of schooling to go and become a surgeon? How many years of schooling to go out and become a plastic surgeon, or to become an attorney, or any other career out there, an architect, something that's going to, there's years and years and years and thousands of dollars invested to go out and achieve greatness. We're talking about a plan that's really so easy to go out in 3 and 7 days and share this with 3 other people that could become part of your network, part of your business, and teach them how to do the same. And that's what's exciting. And so here's a glimpse of the fast track program I'm putting together. This is going to actually be something that isn't just going to be online. It's going to actually be a packet. It'll be a little kind of a binder that you'll be able to have as kind of your blueprint to success. And it's going to be a marketing tool. You can sit down with somebody and show them this master action plan. Hey, here's what our business is really all about. And it's going to give them a little insight into the keys to creating wealth. Why a $21 business in My Fun Life is so dang valuable. And it's going to teach them the 4 keys to wealth creation. I've taught these principles for years and years, and here's what it is. The first key to wealth is ownership. You need to own things. You need to own assets. And the first asset you want to own is your own business, especially for only $21. You want to be building your dream and not somebody else's dream. If you don't own your own business, that means you're building somebody else's dream. And as long as you're an employee building somebody else's dream, you're never going to create wealth. One of the first keys to wealth creation is to get started in your own business. 2/3 of all millionaires got there by starting their own business. So these are some things we're going to lay out as the first principle to wealth creation. Is it's important to own a business. The second key is leverage. Even if you own a business, but you're doing all the work, it's going to be hard to create wealth. You have to have a business that has leverage, where you have other people's efforts involved, or you have a duplication process. And that's why franchising has become so successful, because they can stamp out something that works and duplicate it. This business gives you that same leverage principle, where 100 people can turn into 1,000, can turn into 100,000, can turn into 1,000,000, especially being on the ground floor of a company like this, teaching other people how to do what you do. That's duplication, that's leverage. And the third key is residual income, getting paid over and over again on what you do today. Most people trade hours for dollars. It's temporary income. When you are looking at people that create wealth, they only do things that are going to benefit them again and again in the future. They have a compounding effect. And the fourth key to creating wealth is timing, being in the right place at the right time. And that is simply going to introduce people to the mobile app space. into the hot industries that we're going to be involved in, into the power of the internet, what's happening with social media, what's happening with Facebook, what's happening with YouTube, what's happening with mobile apps, and the power of being a home-based entrepreneur today. There's several major trends that we're on the ground floor of, including the ground floor of My Fun Life itself. It's proven that the top earners in every network marketing company get involved, most of them during this pioneering or early going stage. So the timing is important. Guys, we're going to lay this all out in a packet, and then we're going to show people what going out and getting 3 and 7 days could do. And here's just a little, I'm going to have this all prettied up with some nice graphics. Matt, our Chief Visionary Officer, is going to help me finish this up. But guys, this is just a 10-week plan. Again, your 10 weeks to total freedom, your map, your master action plan. And why do you want to go out and get 3 and 7 days? Well, you get a $21 bonus. Yeah, that might not seem like that big a deal, but if you go out next week and you get 3 and 7, you go and get 3 more, so you got 6 personals on your team, and your 3 go out and each get 3, so there's 9 plus your 3 new. You got 12 on your team now. What happens? You now got your membership paid for. You're going to pick up coding bonuses on number 4, 5, and 6, $5. So times 3, you picked up $15 in your second week. By the third week, you're tapping into the $8 coded bonuses. By the fourth week, you're tapping into $10 coded bonuses, because you're going to continue to sponsor 3 new people each week, 3, 6, 9, 12. Could you do that if you knew that you had $1 million game plan? Could you do that if that was all it was required, was to go out and get 3 people to spend $21? And we've got websites, we've got videos, we're going to have drop cards that you're going to be able to pass out to people and drive them to your website to explain this opportunity. If you knew you just need to get 3 a week and then teach them to do the same, guys, this is how your business grows. And as you get down to week number 10 here, that's the weekly income that you're earning through the power of duplication, as your $5 bonuses start to triple, as your $8 bonuses start to triple, as your $10 bonuses start to triple, and as you continue to add new fuel, new wood to the fire here, guys. It's absolutely crazy. This is only coded bonuses. This has nothing to do with your matrix or your check matching. We've simply laid out a 10-week plan of where your coded bonuses will be if you just get 3 and 7 days and duplicate. So this gives you a little better end result of why is it important for me to get a fast start bonus. Why is 3 and 7 days or getting this into this club so important? Guys, it puts you on track now to go out and teach your team how to do the same. And if you can do that, here's where you could be in the next 10 weeks. Absolutely 10 weeks to total freedom. So I'm going to be training on this on Saturday morning. I'll have this fast track more laid out, and we'll talk more about this on our Saturday training. Very, very excited, guys, with all the big things that are happening in My Fun Life. I'm going to queue up a PowerPoint here and get ready to introduce our Chief Operations Officer. In fact, here's a couple little sizzle card designs we're working on. You can start passing out cards like this that'll drive people to your website. This is a couple cards that one of our top earners, David Dubbs, has put together that he's been using successfully. And guys, we've got people that have built groups of 100,000 plus just using these drop cards and driving people to a website. So we're working on more and more marketing stuff for you all the time. The travel stuff's coming together with the flyers. But let's go ahead here and bring up this PowerPoint and get ready to turn the time over to Mr. Ron Pope. Guys, our Chief Operations Officer, what an amazing individual. Let me see if I can get full screen here. Guys, I've never met anybody that works as hard as Mr. Ron Pope. This guy has got his hands and his fingers in so many aspects of My Fun Life. Really, the ultimate operations officer, because he's got his hand in the marketing here with me. He's got his hands in our billing and processing and getting paid in and paid out. He's got his hands in the travel deals that we're working on and working with our condo suppliers. I mean, he's really everywhere, and has put together several Skype rooms for us to all be organized, just as well as bringing one of the biggest teams into the company and several dynamic leaders. Guys, I'm just so excited and fortunate to be working with individuals like this. I'll turn the time over to Mr. Ron Pope. Go ahead. Take it away, Ron.
Thank you, Rod. I appreciate it. You know, and I felt like I had to step up tonight a little bit, guys, because every time that Mr. Goodman comes to the call, he always gives you guys great visuals to look at, and he's never boring. He's always got something exciting going on. So I told him before the call tonight I was going to put a PowerPoint together. I ran out of a little bit of time here, but I got something put together for you guys to look at while I talk at you. So not always is operations exciting. I try and keep it as exciting for the team as possible and always keep things upbeat. But you know, let's jump right in here. I want to talk to you about some of the things that are going on this week. And Rod, thanks again for taking the time there to go through all the exciting things that are happening on the marketing side of My Fun Life. So, guys, I can't tell you how many different things are taking place on a daily basis. I was actually just talking to a few of our leaders earlier today, Matete and Jane, and just several different people throughout the day, and talking about how many different parts are moving with My Fun Life at any given moment. And it's a lot. It's a lot to take on. I've got 18 years of experience developing companies, and I tell you, this is definitely a challenge. There's a ton of great things, and if at any moment you take a day off, you're going to miss something. So I try not to get sick. I try not to take days off. I have had some, some of my own personal health issues during this, but I want to encourage each and every one of you to do the same thing. Take a look at that 10-week program that Rod just shared with you guys, and take it serious. If you're not where you want to be financially right now in life or with My Fun Life, look at that challenge, become a student of it, and own it, guys. Make it your own, and go forward. You can do anything for 10 weeks. My thing is I can do anything for 6 months, all right, and then I'll take a break and I'll do it all over again. So I challenge you guys, take a look at that 10-week challenge, get on board with it, and let's create the My Fun Life movement. I was saying to the leaders earlier this week that there's so many people that don't understand what My Fun Life is all about. And really what we need to be, each and every one of us, we need to be disciples for My Fun Life. We need to be shouting the message from every single rooftop, from every single hotel room, from every home. Everybody needs to hear the name My Fun Life and truly understand that it's not a travel program. Now, we put the ocean and the palm trees and all the fun things there. Our first product is travel, but guys, we're not a travel company, all right? We're a mobile app development company. You guys are going to start to see that more and more over the next coming weeks here, and definitely over the next few months as we enter into that market more, and we start to plant our feet and become a pillar in that industry. And guys, we're not chasing an industry that is got a lot of competition to it. We're creating a paradigm shift that each and every one of you can be proud of, be part of. And boy, are you in Bill Gates' garage? Absolutely, absolutely. The opportunity is here. It's now, and we're seeing that in our daily production, our recognition from different sites in the industry. And I'm going to walk you through some of those things here in the next few minutes. But let's talk about some of the My Fun Life progress updates here. Some of the things that we've been able to do over the last week here is we've hired on some new customer service reps. We brought on a couple this week, and as Carolyn Smith continues to train and grow the customer service department, it's moving us closer to being able to test out our online chat. Okay, I know a lot of you have been asking about online chat. We have it in place. We were undermanned, and now that we're hitting this point where we do have more customer service and we are growing, we'll have the opportunity to start trying out the online chat. We're not going to put 8-10-hour day hours to it quite yet, but we will start testing it. I believe that we'll actually be able to take a look at testing that this next week. So it'll be up and down as we train different reps on that. So anyways, growing the customer service. Another thing that I'm very, very excited about here, guys, is that we have expanded our programming department, and you have no idea how much that means to myself and to the corporate staff. We've literally stretched our programmers to where they just didn't have the ability to stay up with all the projects we're putting in front of them, and all the things that we're wanting to do, and the app integration, and just all these things that are coming at us so fast. And we actually started to get to a point where we were a couple weeks booked out, and so myself and Mr. Dan Edwards took a look at that this week and decided that it's time to pull the trigger. It's time to expand the marketing, or the programming department again. So we hired another full-time MLM programmer. And the reason I have MLM on there, guys, is there's so much of a difference between a programmer and somebody who thoroughly understands multi-level marketing, okay, and programming too. So we hired us another MLM full-time programmer. Matter of fact, it was an extension of the programming team that we were already using. It is an individual that's intimately familiar with our software, has been around the project. We just had not brought him on full-time yet, so we've decided to do that. And so we have another programmer starting full-time tomorrow, which is going to take care of a lot of the bottlenecks in the programming department. So you guys should start to see a lot more things coming out. A lot of the stuff that's been going on, I was addressing the leaders earlier this week and letting them know that, there's a lot of the things that are happening right now with My Fun Life are happening in the back end, fixing bugs and working on the matrix commissions and the coded bonuses and, taking care of a lot of the things in the background there. And Rod, can you go back to that previous page just real quick for me? And so, thank you. I was thinking I had something else to cover there. I apologize, Rod. Yes, go ahead and turn the page. Thank you. But just a ton of great things taking place. So what I want to do is not just see everything in the background happening, but really start to deliver to you guys on the front end of some of these great requests that your leaders are making. And I know that a lot of the requests that are coming through the leaders are coming from the field, which tells me that you guys are also passionately involved. We had a wonderful 3-hour meeting with the leaders last week. And another hour and a half this week, and Dan Edwards was actually, our CEO, was actually able to get on to the 3-hour call, and he cleared his schedule to be there. And the comment that he made to me afterwards was, he goes, I had no idea how many passionate leaders we have involved in My Fun Life, and how many people have committed, full-time, daily, to My Fun Life in building this, and it really made an impression and impact on him. And it's taking us in certain directions now, but we want to give, we want to deliver to you guys quicker. And so I'm still on the programming thing, but it means so much when you're a mobile app company, when you're an online based company. I always talk about having high touch, but you've definitely got to embrace the high tech side. And so we want to start bringing things at you guys much quicker. And we also did expand the the mobile app programming side of this. So those two divisions are starting to work together and work on the integration. So I can't really elaborate a whole lot on this call about the app, but it's not that far off, guys. We're ahead of schedule. Okay, so we're going to be planting our feet, and you guys are going to be very proud of what we're bringing forward. Very revolutionary stuff coming at you. So the leaders that have seen it, they're pretty excited. So. Anyways, let's move on here. The next thing that we were able to get accomplished this week is Payza. Okay, I know a lot of markets were waiting for Payza to come out. Payza is now up and available as a pay-in option for all new members, so they can choose it at their time of sign-up. But it's also available for upgrade, downgrade, and for payment method options. So if you chose cash option to begin with, and you've been waiting for Payza to come around so that you could pay in, it is there and available. You can either go through My Status or you can go through Personal Information. And if you go through Personal Information, it's at the top of the page. Change payment method. Go in there and change your payment method, and it'll take your payment. If you've never paid before, remember you could help your upline out this week in helping them qualify for the Fast Start Club. Okay, by making your first payment. If you've never done that before, make your first payment and help them get qualified. They've got until Friday at 11:59 p.m. Pacific. Everybody who's signing up right now, who's getting started fresh, you've got your first 7 days with My Fun Life to get your first 3 members and get that Fast Start bonus and become part of the Fast Start Club. So make sure you're taking advantage of that. Pretty exciting little bonus there. Really what it's meant to do is help create momentum and give everybody a short-term target to shoot at. So the Payza, another payment option that is in place for you guys now. It'll be up tomorrow as a payout option as well. So if you like Payza, you've been working with Payza in your market, and you want to be able to receive your commissions via Payza, before the end of the day tomorrow, we'll have that up as a payout option as well. Okay, right around the corner, I've been talking about Payoneer. Just about finished up with that. We were going through rates and different features today with Payoneer, and it's not that far off, guys. So If you're in the Asian market, I know that the Russian market and stuff, they like Payoneer. It's not that far off. We're right around the corner on that one as well. Rod, if you go ahead and turn that page for me. This is another exciting thing, guys. I've been putting some plugs out there that we want to have upsellable products coming at you guys here in the future. This is really kind of the start of that. It's the My Fun Life store. This should be up by the end of the week for you guys to go in there. We've developed our business cards that you guys can order through the My Fun Life store. We also have the sizzle cards. I want to give a quick shout out to David Dubbs and Rod Goodman for really putting that all together, and anybody else who's been working on the sizzle card program. Rob Hanley, I know you've been putting some time into that, but we've got a whole team. Anytime we take on a project, guys, as Rod said, I like to put a Skype room around it and organize everything, and then just kind of let the creative blood flow. And I love the direction that the sizzle cards are heading. So make sure that if you're looking for duplication in your group, lead by example. As soon as this store comes up, reach in there, get yourself some business cards, and get yourself some sizzle cards as well. We'll actually be printing those through one of Dan Edwards' companies that he owns, Ink Drop Signs, and they have other major national accounts across the country. If you guys have ever seen, like in the airports and things, the Java companies, he does all the printing for them. Very high quality printing and quick turnaround for you guys. So make sure you're getting your sizzle cards or your business cards ordered as soon as that comes up. We'll also have other merchandise. We'll have t-shirts and things like that that'll be available coming up soon. Let's see. Okay, so let's talk here about the meeting schedule. Thanks for turning the page there. Let's pause on this page for just a bit here, Rod. I want to go through this, guys. We've been talking about for a long time needing the high touch with the high tech. All right, the meeting that we had for 3 hours with the leaders really impacted Dan and let him know just how engaged people were and how the teams are growing and how they're looking for that corporate support. I have to tell you that a call that we had today with a gentleman that you guys will start to hear a little bit more about as he gets more integrated into helping set up these meetings in the field. I had one of my first conversations with this gentleman back in, boy, it would have been about April, I guess it was. We were up in Coeur d'Alene. Might have been May, but anyways, we were up in Coeur d'Alene staying with Dan and his family and working on the project, and I introduced Dan at that time to Jane Wong, who's one of the leaders, large leader out of the East Coast as well as for the Asian markets, and has some Russian influence, German influence there. But she introduced me to a partner of hers, which is Matete Simpongwe. And Matete has been in the industry now for well over 20 years, really an icon in the industry, has had the opportunity to work with folks like Steve Smith, the co-founder of Excel Telecommunications and other major energy companies and things of that nature. Well, we had an extensive talk with Matete today because he's been asking me since back in April, May time, that he'd like to help establish meetings in the field. He's very belly to belly, okay, traditional type marketing, which really plays well with Dan and Rod Goodman because that's the direction that they came from as well. So we had a long talk with Matete today about the turnkey system that he wants to see us put in place over time. Now these first 3 meetings that you're seeing on the screen, we will start in that direction and then we'll continue to develop. But Matete has a great turnkey system, and you know that we will be reaching into the markets, and literally overnight we could reach into markets and develop leaders that will create the duplication that will carry on the home meetings and the hotel meetings, and then corporate will be coming back on a tour cycle to come in and help with the major events. But we want to actually show the different markets how to do like market blitz and how to get their teams engaged in booking or driving traffic to these different meetings. But so that was a conversation that myself and Rod Goodman and Rob Smith had today with Matete. So I wanted to share a little bit about that with you guys and the direction that we'll be heading with these meetings. So we'll have direct involvement in each one of these markets. So, but the first meetings here, guys, that we want to drive traffic to is Phoenix, Arizona on August 22nd. And Dan Edwards and Rod Goodman will be flying into Phoenix to do that meeting. We'll be doing some phone work before we head in there. So anybody, now these meetings, guys, are open to everybody in My Fun Life. Okay, if you have somebody in Phoenix, Arizona, Tucson, Arizona, or Los Angeles, California, drive the traffic to these meetings. We'll be getting you guys the address of these and the time of these meetings that will be taking place next week. So we'll be getting you the locations and everything yet this week. So before Friday, we'll have the time and location on the website. We'll send an email out about it. Very, very important that we have a great turnout for these meetings. So everybody, drive traffic. We'll be working with the locals, local leaders there to also start to establish their markets and show them how to do team blitz to drive that traffic. So I know I said a lot about this schedule, but it's very important. This is where Dan Edwards, CEO, Rod Goodman, CMO, is going to go into Phoenix. The very next day, they're going to do the same thing in Tucson. And then, I didn't put the date for it. I apologize. August 24th, actually, is the date on Los Angeles. August 24th. So it'll be Thursday, Phoenix, Friday, Tucson, Saturday in Los Angeles. All right. And the Los Angeles, Rod Goodman is more than welcome to come out there and join us. But it will be Dan Edwards, CEO, and myself. Los Angeles is in my backyard. It's about 2.5 hours from where I live. So I'll definitely have some involvement in the Los Angeles meeting as well. Then we're putting together a full schedule, guys, just so you know, both nationally and internationally. We'll be putting a schedule together to get out there. Internationally, we're looking for 500 to 1,000 people at each one of those meetings. Here in the States, not quite as expensive to go out. We'd still like to see a few hundred people at each one of these meetings. Our goal would be at least 500 people when corporate comes out. So these meetings should be fairly large, and we're looking forward to really getting our foothold out there and getting involved with you guys on your buildings. So Rod, go ahead and turn the, thank you very much. Something I want to point out to you guys here. If you haven't been looking, what's going on in your guys' teams and in the field, it's starting to make an impact. Look at this here. This is our Alexa ranking. All right, in the United States, we're number 5,909. We have climbed up 1.987, 468 positions. All right, in our rankings since we got started. So I think that's pretty exciting. Rod, turn the page one more time if you would. I want to show a global.
Almost 2 million positions, by the way.
What's that?
Almost 2 million, not 1.98. It's 2 million websites we've climbed over.
Yeah, absolutely. Almost 2 million websites, guys. So pretty exciting. Take a look at this here, guys, okay? United States, 5,900 in ranking. Russia, look at our Russia team, 1,411. Finland, hey, good job out there, guys, 473 most popular. Ukraine, 1,200. Greece, 1,080. Great job to our Greece teams. We've got a lot of great leaders out there, Konstantinos and other leaders that are working extremely hard, more than full-time to establish those markets. UK, 5,100. Germany, 98. Pretty competitive market out there in Germany, India, Mexico. We're just getting started in Mexico and Australia. So just wanted to really point out to you guys, our popularity is really climbing. Rod, go ahead and turn the page for me if you would. And that's what results in something like what we had here today, okay, MLM rankings. Rod Goodman isn't even aware of a conversation that I had this evening about this page. I'm going to talk to you. I'm going to leave this page up if you would, Rod. I want to talk to you guys about a conversation that I had with a company that you guys are probably fairly familiar with. It is our payout option, which is HyperWallet. And I've been working with HyperWallet. You guys, most startup companies don't go the direction as quickly as we had with, as quickly as My Fun Life has. To get all the countries turned on through HyperWallet, we've had to literally, I've taken it to the executive level of HyperWallet and had conversations about where we were going. First off, we told them what we were going to do. And then we were greatly surprised when they only turned on about 8 countries. And I went back and I said, no, we need at least 40 plus countries right now. And here's the members that we have in those different countries. And they at the executive level told me, most startups never do what you guys are doing. You said you were going to do this. Yes, we heard you, but we didn't honestly know if you were going to do it or not. Guys, we've established ourselves very quickly in multiple different countries. We've got great leaders growing. And so tonight when I was talking to them about additional countries that I want to get turned on for you guys, they took a look at this page, believe it or not, and they said, wow, that is amazing. Look at that, 344.15% gain. We're #1 right now, guys. If you were to go to this page and look, you're going to see companies that you recognize. You know, I'm looking at some right here. There's Telex Free and Omnitrition, and it shows the top 50 companies that are growing the fastest and getting the most recognition. And we're #1, guys. That's huge. So when I was talking with our rep this evening at HyperWallet about getting these other countries turned on, I pointed him in this direction, and he says, you know, it really blows me away when I see you guys being ranked #1. He said, our company is familiar with this website. We look at it to see what's going on out there. And he said, this is going to speak volumes for MyFunLife. Your Alexa ranking climbing as quick as it has, being in over 40 countries and establishing a foothold in those countries, and paying out literally thousands of people through HyperWallet in the short amount of time that we've been working with them. All of those things, guys, have really come to you know, get us recognized through companies like HyperWallet and stuff. And I got to tell you, we could, as soon as this next week, be turning on through HyperWallet. I know this is big for you guys. Australia, UAE, Hong Kong, New Zealand, Turkey, Norway, Poland, and one of our larger teams out there, guys, Russia. We could be getting Russia turned on for payout options with HyperWallet as soon as next week. All right, so this is a conversation I had. Rod Goodman, I appreciate you sending me this website. It made a major impact as we continue to grow and try and expand into new markets. And it's very important, I'm sure you guys understand, having companies like HyperWallet behind you and having Payoneer and Payza and Solid Trust Pay and all these different companies that we're establishing relationships with. They look at these types of things. So this is not me. This is not Rod Goodman. This is not Rob Hanley. This is not Dan Edwards that has done this. Guys, it is you. It is you that has done this. It is you. We say every day, this is not our company. This is everybody's company. My Fun Life belongs to the field. It belongs to the agents, to the reps that are out there working. Congratulations to you guys. Great job. Great work. I love your passion and your focus. So you did this. You brought us up to #1. So good job. I love that. I love seeing stuff like that. So I also wanted to let you guys know that it has not been forgotten. The Visa debit cards is another thing I was talking to HyperWallet about tonight. And we're down to about 3 more weeks here, I believe, before our debit cards, our generic debit cards come in. We're several weeks away for our custom debit cards, which you guys are going to love those, custom MyFunLife debit cards. But our generic ones that will say Paylution, HyperWallet on them, we're about 3 weeks out. We've been going through an extensive Visa underwriting on those. But that will allow our members, in case you don't realize this, once this Visa debit card comes out, we will be able to pay out to over 189 different countries globally. So lots of great things, guys, taking place with MyFunLife. And we're literally just strapped daily looking for a few minutes extra in our days to even eat meals. I mean, I'm going to be transparent. Eating and sleeping, we find it very difficult from corporate right now to be able to do any of that. So I know there's a lot of leaders in the field that are working those kind of hours, but you know, we try and reach out to you guys and send emails and do corporate updates and things. You know, that is in itself, as easy as it may sound, actually we have to plan to be able to do those types of things with you guys. So that's how busy we are over here at corporate. And so, you know, I want to thank my corporate team and everybody involved, Carolyn, Rob, Rod, Dan, Matt, I mean, just everybody, Billy, Connie, everybody that's got involvement with MyFunLife. Thank you so much for your hard work, and then all you guys out in the field. So things are progressing so nicely. And now that we're able to expand our programming department, you know, some of the things that you guys will start seeing coming at you, you know, we're working on language preference. We want to give you guys the ability to choose which language you want to be communicated in, and then make it easier for us to get your emails out and for you guys to communicate with us. So language preference, we're going to be expanding a lot of the different reports. You know, the leaders are asking for more reporting. You know, we're going to be expanding the reports, and working on getting a lot more emails out, rank recognition emails, things like that that'll be coming your way. You know, expansions on the credit wallet. We talked about that a while back. We want to be able to put everybody's paychecks right into credit wallet and be able to give you the ability to pull that into your bank account, to hyperwallet, to you know, send it around to other members, to, you know, send it to STP, Payoneer, you know, wherever you choose. We'll make the credit wallet your central hub for all of that. One thing that came up again today is being able to zoom in and out on your matrix. You know, these are all types of things that are going to be coming at you guys fairly quickly now. Another thing that I mentioned a while back that we're going to be working on is being able to put our corporate news to look more like our FAQ section, where it's headlines. So it makes it easier for you guys to find what you're looking for. So lots of little things like that, you know, that we're going to be updating and bringing your guys' way. Testimonials. Testimonials, guys. If you haven't sent in a testimonial and you're in love with My Fun Life and you've traveled with, whether it be Cha-Ching or whatever, you've done some traveling through My Fun Life, you've you know, made some money and you're excited and your team is growing and you want to share your story, start sending in your testimonials. All right, get them to your leader, and your leaders can get them over to us. But we want to put testimonials on the Cha-Ching booking site. We want to put testimonials on the replicated rep sites. Okay, we want to put testimonials on the entire sales funnel. We need to start telling the stories. If you guys are happy with everything that's going on, or you've got some aspect that you really want to tell everybody about, send in a testimonial. All right, don't personally promote yourself in your testimonial. Let your testimonial do that for the entire company. Okay, so don't put your own personal links or member IDs or anything in the testimonials, but start sending those stories in. Let us know about those. All right, and we got lots of other great, exciting things that I'm not going to touch on tonight because I want to leave that somewhat of suspense hanging out there. But lots of great revenue-generating things coming your guys' way. So, guys, I want to turn the call back over to Rod Goodman. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen to me tonight, and we're working hard to be that company that you want us to be. So thank you for being part of My Fun Life. Rod, back to you.
Thanks, Ron. Wow, what an exciting call tonight. So much is happening in My Fun Life, and I hope everybody's beginning to get the chills here about the global presence that we're creating and where we're going as a company. You guys, we are just tip of the iceberg. We're just getting started. So what an exciting time to go out and share the message, as Ron said, to shout from the rooftops, to become disciples of My Fun Life, and truly go out there and realize you've got something special for $21 to go out there and offer people not only incredible bargains in the travel industry, but life-changing income opportunity, a 6 to 7 figure income opportunity, especially if you're plugged into the 10-week challenge. Again, I'll be training on that on Saturday. I'll have my goal is to have the fast track package done by then, and we can walk through it and show you how to go out and use this as a prospecting tool to sit down with individuals, go to lunch with them, or even drop off the map plan to individuals, let them look through it. Very, very exciting tools. The drop cards coming available. Guys, we're just going to keep getting better. But again, I'd like to echo what Ron said and just let you know how much we appreciate you, the leaders, the field. Sometimes being in the very beginning requires a lot of patience. You know, we all want things yesterday, and you know, we're always looking for, I need this before I can do that, and you know, it always seems like that we're waiting on something in order for our business to take off. Guys, we've got plenty in place for you to go out, share the vision with people, and get 3 in 7 days. I hope you understand the significance and the power of that. That those of you that have been in for a while, that use these next 48 hours before Friday midnight Pacific time to go out and get 3 more people involved, 3 new people, so you can become part of the Fast Start Club. And then from then on, everybody that's new will have 7 days to do that. It's going to be an exciting club, and most importantly, this 60-day, 10-week challenge. I guess that's about 60 days. This 10-week challenge that we're going to be creating. A lot of people hear about, you know, these fitness challenges. Guys, we're going to have a financial challenge to go out there and simply get 3 people in 7 days and then duplicate that and show people where they could be in 10 weeks. A life-changing income, life-changing opportunity. So, guys, thank you so much for being here tonight. We'll see you on the daily calls every night, 6 o'clock Pacific time for our opportunity. Training Tuesdays and Thursday evenings at 6:30 p.m. We've got many international calls going on, multiple languages. All of those are in your back office. And then Saturday, an opportunity presentation at 9 a.m. Pacific, followed by Fast Start training at 9:30, or advanced marketing training we'll talk about our sales funnels and our list building, our power line system, and especially this Saturday, we'll be introducing our fast track program. So thank you guys for being here. Have an awesome night. We'll see you on the beaches of the world.